Bro, do you think bro, I literally haven't worn this hoodie in like several weeks, bro, because it was trash, bro. Expiration date. I'm gonna go like look like this. Y'all can't see, right? Y'all can't see, right? New password. Take off my glasses. Fuck it, bro. I look crazy, bro. Bro, fuck it, bro. Bro, I look chopped. Put these shits back on, bro. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Let's change the password, bro. Matter of fact, bro, I'm about to put this on the other screen, bro. So y'all, word. I'm gonna go like. Wait, bro. Can y'all see my screen? Damn, they're asking for too much, bro. Holy shit. Fuck, man. Boom. Hold on now. Okay. What the fuck is that on your right cheek? On my right cheek? That is something, bro. Create list. Wish list? Wait, it's called a wish list? Wish list. And I'm gonna get the create. Wow. That's something, bro. Did you scratch off your acne? You know, I think I might have actually. I don't know what this is. How do I make this public, bro? Private. How do I make a wish list public, bro? How do I make it public, bro? Create list. Are all wish lists just private? You just need that. You need the link. Hold on, bro. This is kind of confusing, bro. This is kind of confusing, bro. Hold on here. Let's stop this madness. Let's stop the madness, bro. Okay, I'm just gonna search it up, bro. Cause what am I doing this myself, bro? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here with all that little shit, bro. Okay. How to make a wish list. Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I did scratch myself on my cheek, bro. And at first, it was like clear. It was like clear. It was clearness on my shit.
In this video, I'll show you how you can create
bloody.
an Amazon wish list, which you can then share to people, and then if they wanted to, they could buy these products for you, and they'll be shipped to your address.
Wait, how do I make it public? Hold on now. How do I make it public, bro? This shit pissing me off, bro. Bro, how do I do it, bro? How do I do it, bro? How do I do it, brother? Manage list. Private. Public. Save changes. Bam. It's been publicified.
You can do this all without giving your address to these people. So make sure you stay until the end so I can show you the settings that you need to enable so you don't
acne scars are ass, yeah.
People. So
I think I already have some.
What you need to do is go ahead and go to Amazon. Once you're on Amazon, you then want to go, obviously you need to log in, but you then want to go to where it says hello and your name in the top right hand corner. Then go to create a list. Now once you're here, if you haven't already, make sure you signed into Amazon, so I'll do that now. Okay, so here we are inside of my lists. It might not show like this for you because I've already created a list. But what you need to do is go to create list in the top right hand corner. Then that will give you the option to create a wish list. So I'll create a list and I'll just call it something like wish list. Okay, so now I've done that, we can now create a list. Okay, so now once we're on your lists, you'll see all of your lists here on the left. And you can obviously choose which one that you want to add products to. Now, the first thing that what I would do is I would manage the list settings. So if you go ahead and go to more here and go to manage list, and there are some settings here that you need to change. Once I've showed you what to change here, I'll then show you real quick how you can add products to this wish list. So right now mine is on private, but I'm going to set it to public. And then if I scroll down here, you can see the list is for me. Here is my recipient name. Now scrolling down again, you can add a description if you want. Now, if you want people to be able to buy these products for you, if you want people to be able to go to your wish list, buy the product, and then Amazon send it to your address, you need to go ahead and add your shipping address here. So by default, it's going to be on none. If you click on this, it will open up your addresses, and you then need to choose the address, which is obviously your address.
Okay.
Now, there's going to be a button here which is very crucial. You don't want to click on share my shipping address with sellers, because what this will do is it will share your address with people who are buying it. And if you're sending it to random people on the internet, you don't want that. This does mean though that people can only buy products from Amazon directly and not third-party sellers. But it's just a trade-off which is essential in my opinion. If you scroll down even more, you can see here, don't spoil my surprises is checked. And you can also, if you want to, let buyers ship additional items which aren't on the list. So I'll check that. We can then save changes to this
I don't
list.
know if I want to do that.
So now we've got a list set up. You can see it now says it's public. And now what we're going to do is search for a product. So if I go to Amazon, I just type in iPhone. For the sake of the video, we'll just add this iPhone 12. Then to add it to your list, what you want to do is scroll down, and on the right here, you'll see add to list. So you can go ahead and click on this. Then it will load up all of your lists. Obviously, add it to the right list. I'm adding it to wish list. And you can see it's now being added to our list. We can now view our list. And here is our wish list. Now let's send it to other people. Now we need to click on send list to others, which is this button here on the right. You can then invite someone only to view. If you click on this one, they can view and edit products, which you probably don't want. So view only, copy link. And now if we go into an incognito window, you can paste in the link and you can send this to someone however you'd like. But here is your list and somebody else can buy stuff from it. I hope that video did help you out. If you've got any questions, put them in the comment section below.
If you don't want to be like everyone else, broke, stressed, and stuck in a never-ending cycle, you need to focus.
How to make $10,000 while still going to school? Should I listen to this guy? Let me know.
Focus on one thing: making your first $10,000. When I was 18, I had no money and no qualifications, but I did have big ambitions.
Me too,
Instead of worrying about making millions, I set myself the smaller, more achievable goal of making 10K. Now, as a self-made millionaire,
I'm not gonna lie, I've never made more than the most I've ever had in my bank account is $1,000. And, you know, that's the max, bro. I never had 2,000.
I can tell you that first $10,000 was the hardest to make. But once I hit it, everything changed. It wasn't just about the money. It was about proving to myself that making money is a skill and not luck. Once I figured out how to make 10K once, I knew I could do it again and again and eventually scale it into real wealth. So if I had to start from zero and make that first $10,000 all over again, this is exactly how I do it in 3 steps. Most people make this way harder than it needs to be. They jump into crypto because their friend made money from it, or they try day trading because some guru promised it would make them rich. The problem is, both these methods need huge upfront cash reserves and crazy luck. These aren't side hustles, and they should never be seen as your main source of income. Instead, think of them as tools to multiply your money. When you're just starting out, you need something that requires a small amount of money to begin with and constantly puts cash in your pocket every day. When you strip away all the noise, there are only really 4 options. I've tried all of these, and take it from me, this choice is crucial because some options offer higher scale scalability, while others are more limited. In the same way, some generate quick cash while others take more time to make money. Option 1 is selling in-person services. Look, you've probably heard of these before, but I'm talking personal training.
What should I do, bro? What job should I get?
Delivery driving, dog walking, nail designing, barbering, videography, and so many more. Although these services sound so common and basic, they're actually one of the fastest ways to make money. So don't overlook them, as they give you a way to get paid immediately. It's also pretty cheap to get started. All you need is some skills and maybe a few tools, which means you can get up and running very quickly.
Don't you need like permit?
If you choose to do this, then please don't mess around trying to build a website, run ads, or make a logo. Just get out there, find some customers in your local area, deliver the service, and get paid. I even did this when I was in my teens. I used to walk around rich neighbourhoods and offer to wash people's cars. I'd look out for tidy gardens but dirty vehicles. Now, this might sound strange. However, I was betting if they were obsessed over keeping their garden tidy, they'd also want a nice shiny car on their driveway to impress their neighbours. Because these kinds of services are limited by your local area, it meant
motherfucker be wanting too much money, bro. I just want money, bro. Like, bro, I'm not trying to wash nobody's car, bro.
My demand was pretty up and down. Some months were busy and others I struggled to make anything. When I was busy, I was only able to work with one person at a time, which capped how much I could make in a day. So in-person services are great to get started with, but you can quickly feel like they're limiting your potential. That brings me on to option 2, which is local products. This is selling things like home-baked goods, handmade items, artwork, fresh produce, and much more. This can be a great way to make money, but it's not something that happens overnight. Unlike services where you get paid as soon as the job's done, selling local products takes time. I gave this a go using some of the profits from my car washing business. I bought some cheap model plane parts, then spent some time building each one up, and then sold them to people at the RC Flying Club, which I went to on the weekends. However, I quickly realised I was putting a lot of work in for very little money. This was hard for me to come to terms with because I really...
Bro, his nose is so, like, it's like distracting me, bro. Like, this guy needs to get a nose job, bro.
Enjoyed building them. Most of my earnings were being eaten up by the cost of materials. And on top of that, my customer base was very limited as there weren't enough people willing to pay what I needed to make it worth my time. So selling local products can be fun and it's definitely worth it if you want to make some money from something you love. Option 3 is global products. This includes starting a clothing brand, drop shipping, sneaker reselling, print on demand, and so much more. Unlike in-person services or local products, going global means you have access to a much larger customer base.
Clothing brand. Would y'all buy a hoodie if I made a hoodie, bro? What if it's this hoodie, bro? The Tasty official hoodie, bro. You okay? Fuck no. Bro! This is a good hoodie, bro. Come on now, bro.
Which gives you more opportunities to make money. You're not limited to just the people in your town or city. Anyone, anywhere can buy from you. I was so excited about launching my own global products. I even flew all the way to China to partner with a manufacturer to produce my model aeroplane designs and sell them worldwide. Of course, you don't have to do this if you choose to go down the drop shipping or print on demand routes. However, this wasn't really an option when I started. If I'm honest, things started off pretty slowly for me because I had to keep reinvesting my profits back into new products to sell. Every sale required more investment. Once I sold 10 items, I then needed to buy 20 more to keep up. Instead of pocketing the profits, my money kept getting trapped in this endless cycle of restocking. Ultimately, was it worth it? 100%. However, you should only do this if you have the patience to wait 1 to 3 months for everything to start kicking off. So when this is up and running, it is probably the most passive, laziest way.
Should I put money into streaming, bro? Let me know. Would y'all, how much money do you think the e-pow segment is gonna get me, bro? I think that's gonna get me approximately fucking $1, bro.
To make money that actually works. So that brings us on to
I
Option
appreciate every
4,
dollar.
selling online services. This option wasn't actually possible for me when I was younger, but this is such an advantage nowadays. There are so many different online services you can offer. These
Dropship,
include
always good.
copywriting, video editing, thumbnail design, running ads, social media management. The list goes on. Selling online services
Social
actually
media,
combines
you
the
got
two biggest
followers,
benefits
so
from the
it's better.
in-person services and global products. This is because you get the global reach, but the